Hello everyone. Today we're talking about the topic of the one key. Many people are waiting to find this one key to healing because they believe that their depression or physical symptoms have a single cause. And once they've found it, then suddenly everything is gone. If this topic interests you and you've asked yourself this question before, then stay tuned. Welcome to Soul Tapping, the one key to healing. Are you also one of those people who are waiting for it? I belonged to that group for a long time. Back then, I always thought there must be this one reason. I went on a detective search, so to speak, and researched here and there, always thinking I must find this key at some point. I couldn't imagine at all that it would go on like this forever and that there wasn't this one key. And that's why I went, from doctor, to naturopath to therapist to coach. I devoured book after book to find out what exactly my problem was. That's the right thing to do, you have to do that. But back then, I was completely fixated on the idea that there was this one thing. And when I found it, snap, then everything would be gone. And I discovered the most astonishing diagnoses. Of course, I also Googled myself again, Googled my symptoms, and read the internet dry. Some information that drove me completely crazy. Then, for example, in between, I went to a doctor who told me that somehow, my herniated disc was the big problem. And that's why I feel bad now, and if I solve that, this and that. Another doctor told me, well, there's nothing you can do, unfortunately, it's genetic. It's genetically determined when the discs, so to speak, burst. And then I sat there again and thought, okay, then I went to the next doctor. He told me, no, it's a matter of food intolerances. Okay, then he demanded a very, very expensive test from me, so to speak. He offered it to me, and I did it in my desperation, where he found out that I'm allergic to about 30 things, which I hadn't noticed at all, nothing. I had no allergies. And then I got a very complicated diet plan where these things had to be left out and it had to constantly change. And this and that. And I tried it meticulously, and it didn't help. Then I went to a naturopath, who did a certain, I don't know what kind of homeopathic therapy with me. And I followed it meticulously. And I did it, and I still didn't feel any better. Then I found out that there is something like what was it called? Cryptopyruria. It's a specific metabolic disorder where the body can no longer absorb vitamin B6. Or something like that, I don't really remember exactly. And I thought, yes, I've finally figured it out, the one key. And then I did some kind of B6 therapy or something like that. And it still didn't get any better. It went on, like this, and on and on. And somehow, I'm desperate because I thought I had to find that one thing. But now find it. And at some point, it dawned on me that there isn't this one thing, but rather that it's a 1,000-piece puzzle made up of all these things that have come together. There are physical things, nutritional things. Then there are mental things, beliefs. Then there are emotional things, spiritual issues, childhood traumas, and so on. And all together was the one big key. So that means all these doctors and alternative practitioners I visited, and they didn't bring me the big breakthrough I had expected or hoped for, and when it didn't come, I was disappointed again, but they simply contributed their piece of the puzzle. And that's why it was important that I visited all these alternative practitioners, even if I was disappointed each time. Afterward. Yes, I'm telling you this just so you realize that it's normal. This roller coaster ride. Or this zigzag path from one to the next, from Pontius to Pilate. It is. It is not unnecessary. So just because you don't find the breakthrough immediately, even if there isn't one key, every single step along the way is still necessary. Now that you know this, maybe you don't have to do it exactly the same way. Go through this intense, emotional roller coaster ride like I did. That you keep going back and forth between hope and fear and keep trying again and again. And then you still don't find the key. Go your way. Just keep going until it's over. Put one puzzle piece next to the other. Each one is important, even if it doesn't bring you a breakthrough. Of course, there can also be cases where there is that one breakthrough, where there is that one key. But it's not just a snap and then everything is gone. That won't happen. Instead, it's a process. Because it took a long time to build up. And that's why it also takes a long time to go away again. That's completely normal. So, be overall. Picture is your key, and therefore, maybe you don't need to hope and fear so much. But just go your way in a completely neutral manner. Whatever life sends your way, be it people, topics, books, or methods, take it, try it out. If it's something for you, then do it and keep doing it, and don't discard it just because there's no breakthrough. And whatever doesn't do you good, leave it, don't let anyone talk you into it. From someone who thinks it's good for you. No, if your feeling says it's not good for you, then you let it go. The important thing is not to give up immediately, but to see if it feels good and right for you. Maybe you can also test it a bit kinesiologically or try out some tools to better access the information about what is good for you and what isn't. And if someone tells you something, it doesn't necessarily mean they're a charlatan. You don't have to feel immediately swindled just because they charged you for giving the advice. Because for other people, it might have been exactly the tip that contributed to their puzzle. And if it wasn't, then that's just how it is. Then let it go again. Don't get upset. Don't get upset about puzzle pieces that you felt were unnecessary. They are not unnecessary. But rather, detours increase local knowledge. So all of you are. The goal of all this is a process of becoming aware. And the healing happens along the way. So, that's how you can imagine it. And that's why. Every book you've read has been important for you on your journey. Or it might become important again. You can appreciate all of it as gifts. Even if they don't bring the breakthrough. Maybe this helps you a little further, just as a small thought impulse. So that you continue bravely and patiently on your path and don't let yourself be deterred. Okay, take care, my dear ones. You are welcome, as always, to like my video or subscribe to my channel or take a look around my website. www.seelenklopfen.de. Or also check out my online course page. Maybe, if you wish for a collection of tapping rounds to join in, then check out onlinecourse.seelenklopfen.de. You are also welcome to join my Facebook group, titled Love Yourself, because you are wonderful. I wish you a nice day. Take care. Goodbye.